great sea I am, both in summer and winter's turn. And I know so much of the sea that I steer myself awry. And no warrior I may have, I think, can make me discern aught from the sea which is sweet to me, nor from the ship's own flight. And the slanderers I send all to the devils of hell's own night. For I fear them not, nor do I flatter them a bark of birch's might. For I know one who wounded himself so foully when he made the jest, that all the physicians of Salerno could not heal him of his plight. But now I see that upon Sortel it has climbed up to his head with his own Cervantes, of which he makes so great a heap and spread. Well, it appears that he brews his verses in a vat and mixes them in a cup. But all his words seem alike, all his sayings close upon close and lead. And since he is so bold, God grant that he may not scratch me with his grip. For he made such a boldness as cannot fit among the Lombards bred. And he knows all the barons from Treviso all the way to Gap. And then of those of Spain he knows too much and knows too much in his head. Lord Sortel, I wish to pray, since he says he is my friend, that if Lord Barrel fails me and so great trouble comes to me, he may teach me where I might hold, for he knows all the shelters without end. But let him not send me to that one who was his enemy, for he did not give him the mule whereof he was so full of envy. Much did he ask for it freely, but his prayer did not prevail. But of the other two he had when he came from Spain full wealthy, and then in Poitou as before, with Lord Savaric on the trail. Never was Lord Sortel, who men hold for a fox so sly, a knight by my faith. This said to me in a private spot: Jonet Darbuson, if he speaks true, let him answer for it, not I. But if from among the Lombards he had issued forth more late, never at Cannonilas would he have made a clearing of the plot. And though he feigns himself a lover, foolish is he who gives him thought. For if all the other Lombards are as cold as he in love's estate, they are not good for love, and for this my Lord Rainier parts me from that gate. Never yet in any time I think did it snow or rain so much, since I was first imprinted, that I moved not from the game of love. Rather I know how to play gently with knight and with rook and such, and never could any man guard his lady with more gentle love. But Lord Sortel played like a fool and a simpleton, not a man of worth, when he brought himself out and the queen struck him down in the dirt. Then was he checkmated in the game and clothed himself in a filthy shirt. And then of the game of love he knew no more how to hold a piece of word. Then was he checkmated in the game and clothed himself in a filthy shirt. And then of the game of love he knew no more how to hold a piece of word. But the Lord of Leon, he said all the ill that he could. Sortel did so hard it is for him when he asked that men don't say yes as he would.